Hey guys. Um so I know usually I record these um with like a record playing in the background, and I also would like to record these in the morning, like kind of after I have my coffee or as I'm drinking my OJ, but it is might be like almost 12 a.m. um and I'm watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey on Hulu instead of listening to records because it's a little too late for me to be bumping some tunes and I'm not necessarily in the mood to do so. Today was a started off as a very happy day and it ended as a kind of like a sad day. If you listen to my last episode, one of my closest friends, Jessica, graduated from Cal State Fullerton. Congrats, Jess. I'm so proud of you. But the day kind of took a turn. So the reason why I am recording this now is just because this kind of helps me feel better, and it kind of just lets me like drain out all the negative emotions I have, just because, I get to talk and you guys are actually listening, and I can never stop saying thank you for those of you that are listening. I really appreciate it. One of the topics the topic I should say that I want to talk about tonight is getting rid of toxic people, or just cleansing yourself of anything toxic from your life. Today at my friend's graduation party, my friend Sharon, hey girl, hey, recommended that I watch this YouTuber, and she actually reads tarot cards. And I don't remember her name, but if you guys are interested, I'm gonna look it up and then I'll leave her YouTube down in the description box below. And I've only ever had my tarot cards read like once in person, by J.A. Hey J.A., if you're listening. And then my other friend Jonathan would read cards through Instagram. And hey Jonathan, and it was pretty accurate, and it freaked me out because I was never really tarot reading never really appealed to me too much. But both times where I participated in these, it was very accurate. And then today Sharon told me about this YouTuber, and I was like, well, why not give it a shot. So I was driving back home from being with my grandpa and my dad tonight, and I found her channel, and I found a video that she made of like what's coming to you in May of 2019. And she pretty much puts down 4 groups of cards, and then through your intuition you're going to choose one of the groups. And I chose group number 3. And the first thing that she says is to let go of your ex, or let go of a person that deep down is not good for you. They're only bringing you down. They're keeping you from, getting to where you need to be and where you want to be. And deep down that they are not good for you. It's crazy how accurate that is in my case. Those of you that know me really well, and those of you that I open up to, know exactly what I'm talking about. But, we've all had toxic people in our lives at some point or another. In my case, I know in my gut that I need to really detox myself from this person or thing. I'm not gonna mention what it is. No, but I'm just gonna say it's a person, obviously. And I always kind of to myself would describe this person as like a drug that, you know, was really bad for me, but I became almost addicted to. And for some reason, every time I would try to let go, they would try to come back, and I would kind of let them in, but then I would let it go again, and then I would let them come back and then let it go, and it just became that pattern. And she mentioned that this is the month where, you know, I'm going to be sent a lot of signs by an angel, and they're going to be working close with me, and they're like, this is the month where you will let them go. Finally. And yes, it was accurate for me, but I'm talking mostly for like any one of you guys that have a toxic person or just something not good for you in your life, and you know deep down it's not good for you, but you can't seem to let go. Trust me, I am on that boat as we speak. And you know, as much as you know, this toxic thing is going to try to disguise itself to be something good for you, deep down you know it's not going to be good for you. And I always used to tell my friends, you know, go with your gut. Like, our intuition, a woman's intuition is like spot on. And I always pride myself in my particular intuition. I always like to say I got my mother's intuition. Like, it's crazy how spot on my intuition can be. But, you know, even though my intuition is spot on and I know I need to follow it, I still don't. And that's my fault. And I'm keeping this toxic thing in my, you know, in my life, knowing I need to let it go, knowing that I need to be away. And it takes a lot of strength to permanently let go of this thing that you know is bad, but you seem to be addicted to. It's just like a drug. And, you know, my family and my close friends know exactly what I'm talking about. They've supported me through it. They've put me in my place about it. And this is why I love them so much. But every single time another issue comes with this person, I know that it's my fault. I can't even blame them because I know that I'm capable of letting them go, but I don't. I even let them go for a certain period of time, and then somehow they choose to come back, and I let them back. If you know for a fact that you have somebody or something in your life that you just know it's not good for you, your gut is telling you it's not good for you, find that strength and just find that will to let go. But I can, you know, it's super easy for, you know, others to say, like, just let them go. Like, they're not good for you. But those of us that are on that same boat, if you're on the same boat as me, it's hard. In my case, it's very difficult, especially because I've grown to care for this person. I've grown to worry about this person. And I don't want anything bad to happen to this person. I'm naturally that kind of person that always wants to save people. I always want to take care of people. I always want to help people. And I learned this about myself during my first relationship. That I try to help you, but you won't let me help you. But I'm still going to keep trying. And eventually it'll blow up in my face. But I've always been I've always been that savior. I've always tried to be that savior and that person that wants to help you get out of whatever it is you're going through. But it was hard for me to realize that, you know, some people are not going to want my help. And that's my downfall. And if you're just like me and you don't want to give up on somebody, you know, I get it. Especially when it's somebody that you love, somebody you care about. You want to you want to stick with them through everything. But once it starts to affect you and your well-being, that's when it's time to let it go. And I did that in my first relationship. If you listen to my previous episode, you know that I did that in my long-distance relationship. And I'm repeating that pattern again right now. No matter how much they try to convince me that they want to change, I know that change is not going to happen. We are not compatible. And they are just not what I need and not what I deserve. And if you're on that same boat, just like I am, and we don't really take it seriously when people say that we need to know our own worth. We need to take care of ourselves first. That is why in my previous episode I said you cannot love another person if you don't love yourself. You come first. Sharon, if you're listening, you told me this today. And this is to go off topic for a few seconds. This is why I love the friends that I have, because those are true friends, the ones that will tell you honestly to your face what you need to hear, whether it's good or bad. Those are the people worth keeping in your life, and that is why I love the friends that I have. But going back, I kind of forgot what I was saying. But always just remember that you do come first. Even though that's a total cliche thing to say, you do come first. Right now, self-love is, let's face it, it's a trend. It's a huge thing right now, which is rad, which is dope, you know? But let's face it, sometimes it's hard to love yourself. I'm not the most confident person. I'm not very confident in myself, but deep down, I know what I'm worth, and I know what I deserve. I know what I don't deserve. I have a hard time embracing that, though, because I've never been somebody that's loved herself. And, slowly, I start to, really, I start to notice that I've become a little bit more confident with myself, but it's a very, very slow progress for me personally. It's a very slow progress. And one of the steps to self-love is just detoxing yourself from anything or anyone that's toxic to you. And just like I always say, never have to feel like you're alone. If you're also, trying to get rid of something or somebody that is not good for you, I'm on that boat with you. It'll happen in time. And that's another thing, people can tell us to get rid of this person right away, but at the end of the day, we're going to do it at our time. Hopefully, it's not a time that, comes too late. But you will find that strength and you will find that will to let go of this person. No matter how much you might love them, no matter how much you might care for them, you've done all you can. And I'm speaking to those in my position, but I'm also speaking to myself. We've done all we could. We've cared. as much as we could. We did what we did to show them how much we cared about them. But some people, nobody's a lost cause, That may be true, that may not be true. But maybe we are just not the people that can help them. We might not be the right ones to help them. I can be just as toxic to the person that's toxic to me, if that makes sense. I might just be as toxic to them as they are to me. I don't know if they notice that I genuinely cared. I don't know how they truly see me in their eyes. Because I always feel like I'm being lied to. So I don't know how I'm being seen in their eyes. Do they truly know that I truly did always care? I don't know. But, now's the time for me to stop wondering that. And free myself from all of those thoughts and all that wondering. It's gonna drive me, and if, you're in that same position as I am, it's gonna drive you crazy. I genuinely feel like, toxic people do keep us from, getting to where we want to be in our lives. They keep us from achieving our goals. If you keep a toxic person, somebody that you're romantically in love with, they might keep you from finding that person that will treat you the way you deserve to be treated. And you know what you deserve. You know your worth. If you don't, baby doll, I am also right there with you. It takes time, but trust me, you will figure it out. I deep down know my worth. I just haven't fully embraced it. This comes from someone that has low self-esteem. But I keep staring at my Toy Story vans, the ones with the aliens, and I keep thinking to myself, I can't believe that, because I've been looking for these shoes for a very long time, and every time I do see them, they're over $100 because they were a collab. But they were the only shoe that I wanted, and I literally got them a week before I left Buffalo Exchange. It was God knew I was leaving, and he wanted to bring me these shoes, and they were my size. Anyway, I just keep staring at them. But yeah, everything comes at its time. Self-love, yes, it's a total trend. Everybody, we all repost those quotes that we see on Instagram. I do it. I love reading them. Sometimes you need to reread things. You need to remind yourself all of these things. I remind myself, and I, read these, and sometimes I feel like it goes into my head, and then it comes out through the other side of my head. But really, really work on releasing and quitting toxic people. That you let go of those people that deep down are not good for you. The people around you can see that they are not good for you. The people that truly care about you are going to tell you, this person is not good for you. You might even be in love with this person, and you might be making excuses. But if those that for a fact love you and tell you that they see what they're doing to you, it's a sign that this is probably somebody you shouldn't have in your life. But you're definitely not alone in that. If and this is going to be something ballsy, but if the person that I'm talking about is listening, it might be a stretch. You might be listening, you might not be listening, but I've let you get away with a lot for a very long time. And, you know, I'm saying this to you, and nobody knows who you are, but I'm telling you on this platform, in front of, not directly in front of, but on this platform, I'm asking you to, just like I am going to now release you and detox myself from you, I need to ask you to release me. And I still wish the best for you. And I'll leave it at that. If you guys have thoughts or opinions, just like I always say, my social media will be down below. Thank you so much for listening. This really is very therapeutic for me, and it helps me out a lot. And, you know, if you guys want to talk about anything, you know, like I said before, I'm no therapist, but I really think I give pretty solid advice. But let's enjoy a rainy day tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain. Hopefully it does. I love the rain. Let's try to enjoy it. And yeah. I'll definitely come up with a very fun subject to talk about. I really want to talk about makeup, and yeah, I'll talk about makeup. Even though last time I said I would talk about music and I ended up talking about my long distance relationship, this time I really will talk about makeup, because I really want to hear what you guys are using, and I'll let you guys know what I'm using and any techniques and things like that. I won't film myself. Maybe one day I will do like a get ready with me. But we'll talk makeup. I promise. I'm gonna go to sleep because I have had a really long day. Again, Jessica, congratulations on graduating. I am very proud of you, and thank you so much to you and your family for letting me be a part of your graduation day. Had a lot of fun with you guys, and yeah. All right, I'm gonna knock the fuck out.